Alright, hello once again, Jeff Scott of Rankin Technical College, and as part of the Rankin Technical College AWD1111 class that'll be taught in the fall 2020 semester at Rankin, I'm going through a series of video presentations based on the textbook we're using for the class. That textbook being Get Programming with Node.js by Jonathan Wexler, a Manning publication. And I am at the end of Unit 2, which is Lesson 12, so we're going through the capstone project in here. And this may be an unbelievably short lecture because it's on only 2 pages. Alright, but I said I'm going to try to break these up. Let's see if I did this. Well, I might make it more than 2, so let's see. Okay, now that the application is set up with Express.js installed, I'll create my main.js application file. Although this file will resemble the HTTP module versions, writing it from scratch will eliminate a ton of headaches. It'll look like 12.3, and 12.3 is shown on page 124. The first line, as it says, requires the contents of the Express package, assigning them to the constant called Express, which we've talked about already. As with the app constant, okay, then now we are using app.set to set the port, so we're being more professional here. We're saying this port variable will either let the system set it up if somebody else is running it, or on our machine, if possible, we'll use port 3000. Alright. It'll have the ability to set up a get route listening for requests. On the home, it'll just say welcome to Confetti Cuisine. Alright, it's going to be listening on port 3000. So I'm going to just grab the code from here. And before I do that, I'm actually going to do one other thing. I was thinking about this. Now, this is the one that was created previously, and I want to look in my views files. Okay, these all have content in them, the contact, etc. That's fine. I'm just going to leave them the way they are. That's fine. For now, we'll just leave it the way it is. Okay. So, we know that inside of close that for now. And that. I'll leave that. Okay, this is our program right here. And we are going to go back and we are going to open up our main.js file. And we're going to paste that. Oh, I didn't say to copy it, I think. So there we go. And again, there's our first constant. We're setting Express to a constant. Okay. Let's put some comments in here. First of all, let's start with use strict. Okay, then let's come up, declare constants. Set port number. Set route to home page. Provide listen message for terminal. Okay, just so we have some kind of an idea of everything that's going on in here. So, should have room, we can put all this in here. It's a little bit nicer, I think. There. Alright, and I think I've done a good enough job of putting in my comments so you can tell what's happening. With this logic in place, we can start the application by running npm start in the command line. Okay. The JSON and URL encoded expresses will be used as middleware that interpret this. So in main.js, we will add this code here. And let's put that here. Actually, I kind of like the app views being up, like those being up on top. I don't know if it matters or not. Let's put it right under the port number. Add support for URL encoding. Add support for JSON. Again, I'm going a little nuts here with the documentation, but I'd rather do that than put nothing in here. So let's come in and see if we can actually run this. So it's npm start. Okay, there's our message. See that it ran that correctly. So let's go over. We won't have that yet, of course, but let's go over to HTTP. We don't need that again. Just a local host 3000. Welcome to Confetti Cuisine. That's a good start. Alright, now I could stop right here, but I'm only at 8 minutes, so I am going to do the next section in here as well. And regardless of how long that takes, that'll be it for this lecture. So I'm on section 12.3. I'm starting on the bottom of page 124. Now that the application has a starting point, we're going to create routes for the courses and sign-up pages. Additionally, we'll add a post route to handle submissions made from the form that we put on the sign-up page. First, I create a home controller in the controllers folder. And we have a home controller. We already have that. So, first we have the home controller, which is where we'll store the functions the route will use. We need to require this by adding the constant home controller equals require with this in main.js. So we will come back into here. Now, some of you like it and some of you don't. When I get a little anal with this, if you want to do that, feel free. Shouldn't hurt a thing. Okay. I add the code in the next listing to the home controller below the first below my application's first route. All right. All three of these functions respond with an EJS page reflecting the requested route, I need to create the following views. Courses, EJS, which I've already done, Contact, EJS, which I've already done, and Thanks, EJS, which I've already done. So this is going to go into Home Controller in just a moment. It says it wants that under our first route. Now that's Error Controller. Let's open the Home Controller. There's nothing in there. Alright, I'm going to put this in, which basically says for show courses, we're going to bring up courses. For show sign up, we're going to bring up contact. For the sign up form, we're going to bring up thanks. Okay. So we're adding those resources to those. In main.js, and this will be the last thing we'll do in this lecture, we add the following routes and modify the original homepage route to use the home controller as shown. First route handles GET requests for courses. For the most part, this route behaves similarly to the home page. The route for the contact page also will listen for GET requests, as most people will be expecting a sign-up form. The last one for post is going to be for targeting the contact URL. The GET route is used to internally view who submitted a request to get in contact. The post route is used by the sign-up form of the contact page. Okay. Alright, let's come back to our home page. We have one route that we've got set up right here. Just making some space here. Set route for courses page. Oops. Set route for contact page. And finally set route for contact page post. This will be the GET. Now, no idea, but I would think at least now these will run. Bad thing is, since there's nothing on those pages, even though they'll run, they'll just bring up. I'm going to stop the server and start the server again. And it didn't like that. So what does it like? Well, let's double check and see if somehow I misspelled that. It does not look like I did. controller.js. Looks correct to me. It's under the controllers folder. So either I typed in something wrong or something else is kind of hosed here. So let's look. Didn't like this. Looks like it's the same to me. We're missing a comma, which, as goofy as all this stuff works, that could be a baddie. Okay, so again, I believe we can go out now to these pages, but they're not going to do very much. Here still is that home page. Here is our courses page. No default engine specified. Okay, so we haven't done that yet. And I would imagine contact will be the same way. Yeah, it is. Okay, not a problem. All right, we will pick it up in section 12.4, which again is relatively short, so we'll do 12.4, 5, and 6 together in just a couple minutes.